Hi, I'm Rebecca and this is Abundant City. Eating a fresh picked pea right off the vine is one of the real pleasures of growing food. So today we're going to grow some peas. They're really easy to grow whether you have a big backyard or a small patio with some pots. But there are a few things that you need to know to have the best success. First of all, make sure you choose the kind of pea that you want to grow. There are three main types. Snap peas are your classic, sweet, crunchy, eat right off the vine kind of pea. Snow peas have thinner pods and they're great in stir fries. And finally, shelling peas have big fat peas inside the pod that you have to pick out before you eat them. They're great in soups, but just make sure that you have the time to actually pick them out. Peas are actually a cool weather loving crop. You can plant them before just about anything else, and that's really great when you're just dying to get out there into the garden. There are a couple of things that we can do to make sure that our peas grow as healthily as possible. First of all, if your soil tends to be a bit on the dry side, it can be a really good idea to soak your peas overnight in some water. That'll give them a jump start on germination. If your soil is already kind of moist, you can skip that step though. But there's one thing that you can do that will really help you to get more peas, and that's using a garden inoculant. This is a garden inoculant. You can get it from any garden supply store, and it's like a probiotic for your peas. It contains a bacteria that will coexist with the roots of your peas and ensure a better harvest. So what we want to do with this is just take a little pinch of it, like a pinch of pepper, no more than that. And we'll work outside because although it's not toxic, the powder is very fine and we don't really want to breathe it in. I have a cup here with just a few drops of water, a really tiny amount. And I'm going to add the inoculant to the water, give it a little swirl. Now I'll add my peas. Make sure you count your peas out before you do this because otherwise you'll end up with a whole lot of wet peas that you can't plant. I'm just going to drop them in, give it another swirl, and now we have our peas coated in just a little bit of this inoculant. Here I have a bed that I've prepared. It has a lot of added compost. And another thing that's really great to add if you're going to grow peas is some bone meal. That will provide your peas with the nutrients and the minerals that they need to be really healthy. The other thing you can see here is that I've already built a trellis. I've used this bamboo to create something for my peas to climb on. All peas, even the kinds that are kind of on the smaller side, they're going to grow up, they'll get tall and rambly, and they'll want some kind of support. You can get really creative with building a trellis for your peas. I've used bamboo here, but you could use chicken wire, sticks, string, really anything that you have lying around the house will be great to use. So once we're ready to plant our peas, we'll poke some holes into the soil. In the springtime, I'm going to plant my peas about 1 inch deep and 2 inches apart. In the summertime, for a fall harvest, I'll plant my peas a lot deeper, about 2 inches deep and 2 inches apart. And the reason for that is that being a cool weather crop, peas like to germinate in a cooler soil. And in the summertime, I'll want to get down to where the soil is just a little bit cooler for them. So I'll go ahead and just poke some holes with my finger here. So we'll give these a little pat. I'll water them in a minute. And then we'll sit back and wait for our peas to grow. I can't wait to eat them.